Hello, everyone. Welcome back, my beloved kings and queens. My name is Joyce McTeer, and I am the owner and operator of LaJoy Truck Creation Designs. I'm coming to you all today to show you an original design created by me. I want to show y'all I'm going to show y'all a jewelry design technique that is going to show you how to make a gorgeous pair. I'm only going to be making one, but a pair, a pair, to show you all how to make a pair of earrings, okay? So I am using my Ben Crate, Lord, what is going on with me today? 12 gauge aluminum wire. Now, I want to say this for those of you who do not have aluminum wire, you can use 14 or 16 gauge wire, okay? I use 12 gauge aluminum wire because it's thick, but it's also much easier for me to bend the wire, okay? Aluminum wire is pretty soft. You know, it's pretty soft, so it makes things so much easier for me to do when I'm making my projects. Okay, so here are the items that you're going to need. You're going to need your round nose pliers. You're going to need some wire cutters. You're going to need a ruler, and you're going to need your aluminum wire. Okay, y'all, so these earrings that I'm going to show y'all how to make are going to be pretty big. So if you do not want them to be big, you can actually subtract or take away some of the wire. You can do half, you can do 12 inches, okay? But you're gonna have to do that. I'm just letting you know that these are going to be pretty big. And so let's go ahead and get started. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our round nose pliers and we're going to come up to the top and we're going to make a loop on our wire. Now, whenever I'm making earrings, I always give it indentation, because the thing about aluminum wire is soft, but once you bend it, it will stay in the shape that you bend it in. But I like to go in and give it a little bit more reinforcement by applying pressure to squeeze it to make it tighter, okay? So once you do that, once you make your loop, we're going to take and come on our ruler, and we're going to come to about 1 inch of our ruler, okay? So I'm going to do 1 inch, and I'm going to pinch it right there where I made the inch, the 1 inch, and bring it over just like that, okay? Now, once I bring it over, I'm going to be giving it some indentation, but also, y'all, make sure that you pay attention to your loop. Make sure that your loop is facing up and not down, okay? Make sure it's facing up. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come back. I'm going to flip it this way, okay? And I'm going to come back over to 1.5 inches. So that's 1 inch. So I'm going to come back over to 1.5 inches. And I am going to take and place it here. And I'm going to pinch it just like this, okay? And that's going to put my loop almost in the center of my wire, okay? And then I'm going to come back over here and play with it and give it some indentation to make it nice and hard. All right. Just like this, okay? Now, I'm going to flip it back this way, and I'm going to come back over to 1 inch. So I'm going to place it right here and put my finger there and pinch this down just like this and bring that over like that and give it some more indentation. I was going to use the wrong pliers. Okay. So that was 1 inch. And all you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing the opposite. So you're going to do 1 inch, 1.5 inches. Now you're going to do 1 inch, 1 inch, 1.5 inches, an inch and a half. So we did an inch. So we're going to come back. We're going to flip it. And we're going to come over to the inch and a half. We're going to bring it over here. And we're going to pinch this just like this. Down. Just like that. Okay. So this is what you're going to have so far for your earring. Just like this. And like I said, I squeeze it because I want it to be nice and tight, okay? Now I'm going to flip it back this way. And this time I'm going to come to an inch. Okay? So come to an inch, pinch it right here. Just like this. All right? Just like that. And I'm going to give it some more indentation. Just like this. Now, I don't know if you all can see exactly what I'm doing or what's going on right here. Okay. But everything is forming. So that was an inch. So now I'm going to go back over here to an inch and a half. Right here. And I'm going to pinch it and bring it down like that. And then I'm going to come back over here and squeeze it. Now, I'm not going to be adding any fish hooks or anything on like that today, y'all. I'm just showing y'all how to make this design. All right. So that was an inch and a half. Now I'm flipping it back the opposite way, and I'm going to come back over here to an inch. And I'm just going to pinch it down just like that. And I'm going to give it some indentation. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to come over here to an inch and a half. Pinch it down like this. And I should have about 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I need like 5 of these. Okay. I'm going to do one more at an inch and a half. Okay. I want y'all to see the design that we are creating. I'm going to flip it back this way, and I'm going to go back to an inch, 1 inch. Pinch it here and bring it over. Okay. And I am going to stop right here. Okay. So I hope you all can see what I have done. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Now I want, now when you go to put on your fish hooks, I want my piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the top of this and then just roll this up a little like this and pinch this down like that. Okay. All right. So that's going to be where you are going to hang your fish hook. It was all the way down here, but I moved it up. Okay, I hope you all saw what I did. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down to the tail end of my wire, just like this, and make a loop. But I'm not going to connect it. I'm going to make some spirals. Now, I want my spirals to be not too big and not too small, but I also want to leave some space in between. So as you can see, there's space in between. So I'm going to take my fingers, and for those of you who have nylon pliers, I wish you the best. But you can use nylon pliers. I don't use nylon pliers. I rather use my fingers. So I'm just going to take my hand and I'm going to come along and take my time because I want my space to pretty much be the same in my earring. See that? Just like this. And I'm going to come all the way down my earring. Now, like I said, this is an original design. I have never seen anybody with this design because there's a lot of people making aluminum wire earrings, but this is my design, okay? And for those of you who may ask me if you can make it to sell it, sure. All right, so I'm going to continue to come down like this. All right. And here you have it. Okay. And this is what your earring is going to look like. Now, what you can do is you can take your pliers and just go around to make it nice and stiff. Just like this. You already did, well, I already did those. And then you take your hook and you can put your hook right in there and bam, look at that. Something totally different. Like I said, I've seen people do, excuse me, y'all, so many designs using 12 gauge aluminum wire, but this is my design. I don't want anybody to say I stole it or anything like that, because it's a lot of people making aluminum wire earrings, okay? And I just had to put that out there. So with that being said, this is it. You will put your, and if I was you all, if I were you, I would definitely make my own fish hooks. I do have a video showing you how to make your fish hooks. I would make my own fish hooks because if you can make your own fish hooks, you don't have to add extra wire and all that stuff up at the top. All you got to do is when you make your fish hook, make it big enough to fit the 12 gauge wire or whatever you're using, okay? And once you make it to fit it, then you don't have to use any extra hooks or anything like that, okay? So this is the actual design right here, all right? So y'all make plenty. And for those of you who follow me on Instagram, if you do decide to make this earring, please tag me and let me see what you've made and created. And if this is your very first time on this platform and you like what I do, please make sure you subscribe to the platform. Make sure you hit the all bell button somewhere on the side, okay? And I want to take this time to say thank you to all my super supporters. I appreciate y'all's support so very much. And with that being said, peace and blessings. Y'all have a wonderful and awesome week. And until the next one, my beloved kings and queens, peace and blessings. I said that before, didn't I? See ya.